Hi everyone, I'm Aloy from eLifestyle Manila. I'm here with Peter Wilson, who is the founder and the CEO of Solarius
EV charging.
EV charging. And we'd like to discuss more about what his company has to offer. I've probably written a very short story about you, and it was just very fortunate that I saw you here in the event, and I'm just and then the next conference, and we'd like to know more about what you can offer in terms of the solar business that you're doing right now up north,
Yeah.
and also the EV component.
Okay, terrific. Yeah, nice to meet you, Eli, and thanks for taking the time to talk. So I'm actually the CEO of two companies. We have Solarius Energy, which was established 6 years ago, and we've been doing commercial, industrial, and residential solar installations primarily throughout northern Luzon. And earlier this year, we decided to start a sister company called Solarius EV Charging. And the goal of Solarius EV Charging is to make EV ownership as convenient as possible for Filipino drivers. So, as they transition from combustion powered cars to electric e mobility, that makes that ownership experience much, much more convenient. 90% of EV charging is actually done at home. So we can help those drivers with their home charging solutions, even integrating it with a solar system. So they can charge their car directly from the sun. We like to call that sun to wheels.
Yeah, thank you for coining that solar sun to
Sun to
wheels.
wheels, yes, that's right.
So,
It's the cleanest and the cheapest way to charge your car.
so this is actually done during daytime when
That's right.
the sun is up.
Well, that's the cheapest way because you don't need storage that way. The storage is your
You
car,
you take away the battery component of
the
the
house.
house,
That's right.
and you once you have the sun into the solar panels,
It goes straight
convert
to your
it
car.
to electricity and goes back to the car directly.
That's right. So the
Okay.
car effectively is the storage.
Mm.
Now, some people drive their cars all day and they need to charge at night. So we can also help those types of customers by putting a residential storage system in batteries, and then at night we transfer from battery to battery. It's actually very efficient.
So you're seeing right now, there are a lot, or there's starting to be a lot of EV car owners up north.
Well, it's getting better. Definitely, the prices are. There's a lot of models available in the Philippine market now, which are within reach of a middle-income family.
Mm.
So they're becoming a lot more popular. And every EV driver needs to have a primary charging strategy. And for most people, that means charging at home. So we can help them with that. But one of the obstacles to EV adoption is what about those times, those few times a year when you're going to drive away from your house and go more than 200 kilometers,
Yeah,
where you've exceeded your return home
yeah,
range?
that's right.
And so, what we're doing as another initiative in Solarius EV Charging is we're building a public charging network which is nationwide and focusing primarily on the provinces for now, so that EV drivers in Manila, when they're having their Christmas break or Holy Week and Easter and things of that nature, can drive their EV far away from Manila and find a convenient place to charge when they get to the provinces, and
Yeah,
then, of course, return back to Manila to charge at the house.
yeah. So I've noticed in your website you started up north. May I know what's the reason why you decided to
Yeah.
go up north first?
Yeah, well, it started 6 years ago with the energy side of the business, so Solarius Energy. The reasons were several fold, but there are already some well established solar companies in Metro Manila who have high quality solar, but they really focus primarily on Metro Manila or the Meralco and catchment area. Up in the north, there are a lot of solar companies which tend to be fly by night. It's hard to find quality. So we were determined to um, uh, offer quality service and solar technology to those provinces in the northern part of Luzon. So we're centrally located, so we can service those provinces. But when it comes to the EV charging network, we have a nationwide scope. So in the second half of 2023, we will be deploying chargers in Mindanao, followed by Cebu. So yeah, it started
Which
6 years
sites in
ago.
Mindanao do you plan?
Well, those will be determined in 2023.
Okay,
But yeah, Mindoro would be.
okay, that's Visayas, Mindoro.
Yeah, so Devour, for example, would be a
Davao
great
would be
place.
in
Yeah.
Mindanao. How did you pinpoint the putting up the locations up north? Where in north? Where up north?
Yeah. So at the moment we have chargers in La Union. We also have chargers in Aurora. So if you want to have a beach resort
Oh,
holiday,
Aurora. That's
yes,
nice.
that's right. So
Okay.
you can drive from Manila, take your family, load up the car, and get
We're
to
in La Union, San Fernando,
San Juan. San Juan.
San Juan. Okay.
Yes. And then
That's about halfway already.
that's halfway to Ilocos Norte.
Yes.
Yeah, so that's on the west coast. We're
That's
also putting a
about
charger up in Ilocos Norte later
that's how
this
many
year.
kilometers? 180?
From here, it's about 200 kilometers. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah.
That's right. So it's easy to reach there. You can stop, charge, and easily get back to Manila.
Which type of chargers do you have there?
7 kilowatt there.
So those are the fast chargers.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but even if you get there with an empty battery, it will still take you about 7 or 8 hours to charge the car. But if you're spending the night at the hotel, it's plenty fast enough.
So you've done what type of charger for 24 hours service charging?
No, no, no. It only takes about 7 hours to charge. So we're
I
looking at
mean the
overnight
service,
charging.
the charging station service is open 24 hours.
For sure, absolutely. It's
Okay,
always
not just
available.
during daytime.
No, no, of course, yeah. For
Mm.
the hotels, the public charging stations, those are mostly intended for nighttime charging.
So they don't use the solar.
That's right.
Okay.
So the solar is primarily for our residential customers who have a rooftop and a driveway where they can plug their car into, or indeed those customers who have an office or a business and they can put solar on their
May I know
business.
how many you have done already?
So we have 7 locations deployed already, but we're only just getting started. We just started putting chargers into the ground last month, so it's
But this
very, very
is
new.
for their private use.
For private use, we've only got about 5 customers so far. I mean, this is very early days in the Philippine
Okay.
market. Yeah, but we expect acceleration in the coming years, and I personally expect the tipping point in the Philippines to reach around 2025, 2026. By then, there will be much fewer diesel and petrol cars on the showroom floors, so more and more people will be going towards EVs.
Yeah, probably that's the right time you've entered the business because
Yeah,
I've heard some European car manufacturers are going to shift totally on EV because of
that's
the
right.
direction of the union.
That's right. That's
Uh,
right. Yeah. So if they're not building combustion cars for the developed world, there won't be any to import to the developing nations like the Philippines. We'll have to take the EVs whether we like it or not. But actually, it's good news for us
okay.
because the EVs are so much better to drive. They're so much easier to drive. They're cleaner. They're cheaper. They have much more convenience as well.
You were saying there were top type 2 chargers. How about the connectors? What's the available type? Is it the European, the American,
That's right.
or
Yeah.
the Asian type?
So we're deploying level 2 chargers. The most common connector type is called a Type 2 connector, which is the European standard. So the American market is a bit of an oddball because they use Type 1. Then you got China, which has the GBT connectors. So we simply offer adapters so that a driver who comes with a Chinese car and needs a GBT plug can just use an adapter to go from Type 2 to GBT,
Okay.
or even Type 1 to Type 2.
Let's go to practicality. How much investment would one person have to avail of your chargers? I see you import a lot of brands.
Yeah.
Which brand would be economical, and how much initial investment would be for me to put up a charger at home?
Yeah, to put up a charger at home is going to cost anywhere from 75,000 to 100,000 pesos. Could be even less than that. But that's just the charger by itself, which will be grid connected, so it's not solar integrated.
Yes.
If you add solar to that, which everybody should, therefore you can charge your car without impacting the grid, and you can charge your car much cheaper and cleaner, then it really depends on how many kilometers you drive per day. Most drivers actually only drive about 50 kilometers a day. So a 3 kilowatt solar system would be enough to replenish your EV every day.
May we know what how much investment for sun to wheel?
Sun to wheels with no home storage, you're charging your car directly during the daytime from the sun. If you drive 50 kilometers a day, looking at about 250,000 pesos.
So and that's for the solar installation.
That's right,
And you add on the charger about 100,000.
maximum.
Okay,
Yeah,
that would be 350,000. Okay.
maximum. That's right. But
And
return investment on that is
what's the life of the solar panels?
the solar systems have an economic life of 25 years these days.
So it's about 10,000 pesos if you take a break
If you
about that.
amortize it, yeah,
Yeah, and
yeah,
then that's about 800 pesos a month.
yeah.
Eight
But
hundred
when you think about
thirty-three.
how much you saved on diesel,
Yes,
like
actually,
your return
diesel.
investment is very quick.
Yeah,
So we're looking at an ROI period in those situations of about 3 to 5 years.
ROI.
Yeah, on the solar system. Yeah, on the
Okay,
solar system. Now the EV charger, you can get your money back in 3 months, literally.
okay,
The more you drive, the quicker the ROI comes back. Yeah.
okay. I guess there's it. Anything else you'd like to add?
Well, I guess the only message I would have for the country is that for those drivers who are in the market for a new car, please do not make the mistake of buying a petrol or diesel car. That technology has been and gone. You can switch to EV now with maximum confidence that you can drive it and have a more convenient ownership experience than you've ever had with a car before. Contact us for more information about your home charging solutions and also about our public charging network. You can always find us at www.solarius.com.ph.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Eli.